Hey guys, it's Tony Solorzano from Mid-Valley Sports Report. We're out here at Dodger Stadium today, and even though we're about 3 weeks from pitchers and catchers reporting for spring training, there's a bustle of activity going on in the ravine because this Saturday the Monster Energy Supercross is making its debut at Dodger Stadium. So take a look as the guys are transforming blue heaven on earth, as Tommy likes to call it, into one awesome motocross track. Now there's still a couple of days left, but as you can see, the rhythms and the whips are in, and they're just putting together the finishing touches on the starting and ending gates. Yeah, they've been working on this for about 2 weeks now, since the season started 2 weeks ago. And it's turning out to be quite an impressive layout. And this is the first for the series coming here to Dodger Stadium. All right, and we're talking with the rider, the number 22 22 Motorsports, Chad Reed. Chad, first let me say welcome to Dodger Stadium. I know this is going to be one hell of an experience for you guys come Saturday night, right here for the first time in history.
I think it's going to be awesome, actually. You know, we've been to Anaheim so many times. It's weird actually being here. It's quite a different little setting here, kind of on a hilltop overlooking LA. So it should be fun. Get out there in a little bit and get to ride the track.
It's going to be quite a unique spectacle for you guys to be taking out here. Let me ask you, we're 2 weeks into the season already. How's the 2011 season been for you so far? You know, with Anaheim and Phoenix under your belt already.
I think they've been great. I think the fans are in for a treat this year. I think a lot of people are bringing their A game, and for me, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I went from fifth at the first one, fourth at the second one.
Steadily moving up.
Yeah, slowly moving up, one step at a time it seems. But we made some more progress and more gains this week. So overall, that's what you got to do from a race team's point of view. Is try and move forward, try and put yourself in that battle.
When you come into a new venue like this for the first time ever, you kind of have to throw the playbook out the window, since this is the first time you've ever had an opportunity on a track like this, right? Or is it just the fact that you know what to expect for each? You're going to have you're going to have the whoops, you're going to have the rhythm sections, you're going to have them all set up, and it's just a matter of figuring out the configuration.
Exactly. I think the biggest thing is the dirt, like the whoops, the rhythm sections, the triples, all that kind of stuff. It's there like week to week to week, and whether we're from a baseball stadium to a dome on the East Coast or anything like that, the dirt is what kind of separates and makes the track unique to us. Like here on the West Coast, it's typically very dry. It's typically very hard pack. It gets blue groovers, which is really slick. Not a lot of traction. East Coast, it's snowing. They bring the dirt in, it's frozen, and then it just thaws out. And it's all wet and nasty. So they're the things that we look at from a rider's point of view. So I think overall, it's just going to be another race, and then. By the looks of it, and I heard, and I don't know how true it is, but I heard that it's actually the X Games dirt.
Wow.
So typically X Games dirt is very hot, very slick, and not a lot of traction. So I think the biggest challenge this weekend will be to get the bikes to have traction and get them to hook up on the dry, nasty dirt.
All right, let me ask you this last question. Now, obviously Anaheim's been a fixture in the series for years. Dodger Stadium is now, for the first time, part of it. Would you like to see maybe when the series hits maybe the 40th, 50th anniversary, maybe for the Southern California swing, open in Anaheim, come to Dodger Stadium, then conclude the swing down at the Coliseum, kind of go back to the birthplace to, maybe maybe get the peristyle, the peristyle jump that you probably have heard years about?
Even, heard about it obviously, but then, you watch so many videos and you look up to all the previous heroes before, in our sport, and I think going to the Coliseum would be awesome. Some of the old tracks that I remember seeing, and going up into the stands, and that'd be unique.
That'd be something to see, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Even sacrificing a one date at Anaheim would probably be worth doing that, wouldn't it?
Sure. We're giving up in Anaheim to come to Dodgers.
Like I said, maybe when the series reaches an anniversary, they might consider it.
Yeah, I don't even know how far away that would be. Maybe it's past and beyond my time in the sport, but I think that would
it would be nice to see, though, huh?
It would be really cool and unique.
All right, Chad Reed, good luck on Saturday here at Dodger Stadium in the Monster Energy Supercross.
Cheers.
And we're standing here talking with Rockstar Makita Suzuki rider Ryan Dungey, the current defending champion of the Monster Energy Supercross. Ryan, this has got to be a treat for you. Riding in Dodger Stadium this coming Saturday for the first time in the series history.
Yeah, absolutely. It's to be here for the first time. It's a great honor. Something this morning when we drove through the gates, it was something that it was different. I heard a lot of history coming in, how it's a really a lot of great speeches and good talk, and along with, like I said, great history. But to be able to be here, it's an honor. Something different, it's the third stop on the tour, and a new stop for that matter. So it'll be fun to take part in.
When you come into a new venue like this, be it here, be it back east, you kind of have to, in a way, you kind of have to throw the playbook out. But really, is it more a matter of throwing the playbook out, or is it, since you know that you're going to have the whoops, you're going to have the rhythms, you're going to have the triples, it's just a matter of how they're configured?
Well, I think no matter what track we go to, it's a matter of obviously getting to the track, getting a good setup on the bike, and getting good laps and getting comfortable with the track. But that's what we try to prepare ourselves in the off season for all the obstacles and different styles of each track. So absolutely, getting the most of each track and getting the rhythm lanes down and everything. It's important. And some are tougher than others, but for the most part, we all got to do it at the end of the day, and that's what makes it challenging and fun.
Now we're 2 rounds into the 2011 season so far. How's it been so far? Now that with the first Anaheim stop and Phoenix under your belt.
It feels good. We're coming off after Anaheim won, we got a second there, so that was a good start opening to the season. And then last week Phoenix was a little tougher. Came out with the 5th, but overall, not too bad of a night. We just got a few areas to improve and moving in the right direction. I feel that there's a lot we could take from it and keep moving forward.
Now, I've been hearing that some of the guys have been talking about the dirt here is actually the same dirt that they use for the X Games.
Yep.
Now, I know that from experience that there's a difference between the dirt out here on the West Coast and the dirt that you'll see out on the East Coast. Does it play a factor knowing how conditioned it is?
Yeah, a little bit. I guess this is my 5th year now, so I can kind of maybe predict from the previous years what it could be like. But sometimes it's completely different than you ever expected, or it rains, So
right.
hopefully, but thankfully we got good forecasts. But on the West Coast, typically it's more harder dirt. You rarely get soft, tacky terrain. It more starts loamy. It gets really hard packed and dry, which is slippery and tough conditions, because your tires don't stick as good. But that's what makes it fun, because it's like we go to the East Coast and it'll be soft and tacky, and it's funny how the two compare and how they don't with the bikes. It's pretty cool.
All right, now let me ask you this one last question. Now, since this is the first stop here at Dodger Stadium, if say for an anniversary year for the series, say maybe the 40th, 50th, or whatever, what would you say if you saw the season come up and you start in Anaheim, then you come here, and then to round out the Southern California swing, they go to the Coliseum, back to the I guess you could say back to the Mecca.
Yep.
How great would that be to have an opportunity to take that famous peristyle jump?
That would, obviously that opportunity would be amazing, because me growing up as a kid, I watched that race several times on TV, and not only have I watched it, I've heard from hundreds of riders, how cool the place was. But being here in Dodger Stadium is great, first time. But if it ever did come about back to LA Coliseum, that would be
it would be kind of an interesting legacy. You have past, present, and future.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, it'd be kind of a nice little. It'd be a very unique swing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously being able to watch it growing up and to be able to firsthand experience it would be great as well.
Well, Ryan Dungey, as they say here, as Tommy Lasorda likes to call this place Blue Heaven, knock one out of the park on Saturday.
You got it.
All right, good luck on Saturday here.
Thank you.
We got our second group of riders out there. Number 10, Justin Brayton. The current champ, Ryan Dungey, in number 1. And number 18, Davey Millsap. They're cutting a nice groove into the hard pack there. Really stands out. All right, well, we've had a great time here while the Monster Energy Supercross has been practicing. We've got some great interviews with Ryan Dungey and Chad Reed, and we're looking forward to Saturday when we come out here. So, for the Mid-Valley Sports Report, I'm Tony Solorzano.